Hello, respected professor. Hello, everyone. Today, our present topic is cross-cultural adaptation experiences of a Chinese civil engineer in Malaysia. This is our group members. Let's start now. Today, I will introduce the background of our study and interview. First, because of globalization, more people are working in other countries. However, working overseas is not always easy. People may face cultural differences, communication problems, and different ways of working. Therefore, this study focuses on the experiences of Mr. Li, a Chinese engineer working in Malaysia. Now, let me introduce Mr. Li. Mr. Li is 27 years old and works as a state project engineer in the construction industry. He has worked in Malaysia for 3 years. His job is to supervise construction work, solve technical problems, and communicate with both the headquarters and local workers. Because he has several years of overseas working experiences, he can share useful experiences about adapting to a new culture. Next, I will talk about Mr. Li's company and the career background. Mr. Li works for a Chinese construction company in Malaysia. The company is involved in projects such as residential buildings, highways, and industrial facilities. To support overseas employers, the company provides help with work promotes housing and relocation. For his career background, Mr. Li graduated with a degree in civil engineering and started his career in China. After gaining work experiences, he was sent to Malaysia for an overseas project. Mr. Li accepted this opportunity because it offered better career opportunities, higher pay, and international work experiences. Although the company provides physical support, adapting to a different culture and work environment was still a challenge. Okay, next person.
For the first slide, I will talk about the Mr. Li career background. Mr. Li studied civil engineering at university. After graduation, he started his first job in China. At the beginning, he worked on local construction projects. His main job was to learn how to work on a real construction site. Through these early working years, Mr. Li gained useful work experience and evolved his site skills. After several years, he was promoted to become a site engineer. This shows that he had good work ability and enough experience in the construction field. Later, Mr. Li was sent to Malaysia for an overseas project. He accepted this chance because it would give him better job growth, better pay, and better to work in another country. This experience was important for him because it helped him learn how to work with people from different cultures. The second slide, I will talk about Mr. Li's cross-cultural adaptation process in Malaysia. When he first arrived in Malaysia, he felt happy and excited. Everything was new to him. He thought the living cost in Malaysia was not too high, and he also felt that local people were friendly and kind. However, after some time, he started to face some problems. The work style in Malaysia was different from China. People don't always speak directly, and the work pace was slower than what he expected. Because of this, Mr. Li felt confused and uncomfortable at first. Later, he slowly learned how to understand the local people and local culture. He became more patient and trusted the way he worked with others. For example, he learned to discuss problems gently and privately. After living in Malaysia for 3 years, he adapted well to both work and life. His experience can be described as hard efforts but sweeter later.
Hello everyone, today I will talk about two parts of my report. The first part is cultural difference. From Mr. Lee's experience, we can see that Chinese workplace culture and Malaysia workplace culture are quality different. In China, communication is usually more direct. People speak clear and quickly about problem. The workplace is also very faster and people focus more on efficient and finish taster. However, in Malaysia, people usually communicate in a more polite and indirect ways. They care more about relationship, respect and harmony. One important example is the loss of face. Instead, Mr. Lee once shot at a local supervisor in proof of his team because of a small technical mistake. In China, this may be seen as normal feedback, but in Malaysia, public criticism can make people feel embarrassed the next day. The supervisor did not come to work and the team slowed down their work. Later, Mr. Lee apologized privately and the relationship improved. This shows that leadership in Malaysia needs patience, respect, and good relationships. Second part is about support and well-being. The company helped Mr. Lee a lot. For example, the company helped him with his work permit, house, medical, insurance, and money support. These things made his daily life easy and less stressful. But the company did not give him any cultural training before he came to Malaysia, so Mr. Lee had to learn the local culture by himself. Because of this, he made some mistakes and first, Malaysia also helped him adapt. Mr. Lee said Malaysia people are friendly, patient, and helpful, even when his English was not very good. Local people still help him. Also, life in Malaysia is cheaper than in big cities in China. Food and healthcare cost less, so Mr. Lee had less money pressure and a better work-life balance. In conclusion, Mr. Lee's experience shows that foreign workers need to learn the local culture. Company support and friendly local people can help them adapt more easily.
In this section, I will talk about the cultural differences using two theories. First is host status culture theory. Both China and Malaysia have high power distance. This means workers respect their managers and leaders. Both countries also have collectivist cultures. People like teamwork and working together. However, there is one important difference. In Malaysia, people care more about harmony and good relationships at work. Second is house communication theory. In China, people usually communicate in a direct way. They speak clearly and focus on getting work done quickly. In Malaysia, people communicate in a more indirect way. They try to be polite and avoid making others feel bad. Saving face is very important. This helps explain Mr. Lee's experience. When he criticized a local supervisor in front of others, the supervisor felt embarrassed and lost face. Because of this, conflict happened and teamwork became weaker. Based on the findings, There are two main recommendations. The first recommendation is to provide cross-cultural training before employees work overseas. This training can help employees understand the local culture and communication styles. It can also reduce workplace conflicts. The second recommendation is to use a relationship-oriented leadership style. Managers should build trust with local workers, communicate respectfully, and give back in private. In conclusion, work skills are important, but cultural understanding is equally important. Employees who understand local culture and adapt faster and work better with local teams.
In conclusion, this study shows that cultural differences are very important when Chinese employees work in Malaysia. The interview shows that most workplace problems were not caused by a lack of skills. Instead, they were caused by different ways of communication and different cultural values. Chinese managers usually focus on work, speed, and efficiency. However, Malaysian employees often value good relationships, respect, and harmony in the workplace. The study also shows that understanding local culture can help expatriates adopt more easily and work better with local employees. Therefore, companies should provide cross-cultural training before sending employees overseas. They can help them communicate better, avoiding conflicts, and improve work performance. Thank you.